students, I welcome you all in my surgery online class, and today topic of discussion is meningocele. Meningocele. So it is a type of spina bifida occluta, or the spina bifida. It is a type of spina bifida. So what happens in meningocele, as there is not proper fusion of the bone, so there is not proper closure of the spine, and there is weak point in the spine neural arch. So there will be herniation of meninges from the weak point of spine. That is the neural arch. So there will be herniation of the meninges through the weak point of the spine, that is neural arch. So there will be herniation of the meninges, as there is not proper fusion of the bones or the closure of the that area. So spinal cord is not formed properly, and it is a defect present since birth. It is not hereditary disorder, not involvement of the genetic mutation or alteration anomaly. So this is a defect present since birth, where the proper spinal cord is not formed or the fusion of the bone is not has occurred. So there will be herniation of the meninges through the weak point. Why weak point? Where the fusion of the bone has not occurred. So that area is weak point, that is the neural arch. That area is known as neural arch of the spine. Now what will happen? There will be formation of the swelling, and swelling contain what? CSF, that is cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebrospinal fluid, CSF. Now this swelling is covered by pia mater, arachnoid, and it is not covered by dural covering. So not covered by dural covering. It is covered by pia mater and arachnoid. This swelling is covered by pia mater and arachnoid, not dural covering, and it contains what? CSF, the cerebrospinal fluid. Now what you will notice in this fluid? It is fluctuant, obviously, because it contains fluid, so it is fluctuant. Then soft cystic swelling, brilliant translumination, Then the sign of compressibility, Why? Because of the displacement of the CSF. So because of the displacement of the CSF, there will be the sign of compressibility. Then when the child is asked to cough or cry, so when he will cry loudly or shout or cough, so during that period there will be expansive impulse. Expansive impulse you will notice when the child will cry loudly or will cough. So this is also another sign to check. And there is sign of compressibility because of the displacement of the CSF, that is the cerebrospinal fluid. Now the location or the site. There are three common sites. The sites or the location involved is lumbosacral, that is the most common. Lumbosacral. Then area, occipito-cervical region, lumbosacral region, occipito-cervical region. Then at the root of nose. So these three locations, this is rarely. So at the root of nose, meningocele occur rarely. This is the most common site at the lumbosacral region. And the second most area is the occipito-cervical region. Though swelling is present since birth because there is herniation of the meninges through the spinal arch of the spine, that is the weakest point of the spine where the fusion of the bone has not occurred. Now in investigations, MRI and CT scan. So if there is doubt of hydrocephalus, then recommend patient for MRI and CT scan. And if the child is having hydrocephalus, so in this condition, ventriculoperitoneal shunt is done. Ventriculoperitoneal shunt is done. So that will reduce the size of meningocele. In case of hydrocephalus, it is done. In treatment, as this meningocele will create many complications, there could be hemorrhage, there could be secondary infection or ulcer formation. Yes, in meningocele there will be ulceration also. So in complications, always remember, in complications of meningocele, there could be hemorrhage, there could be rupture and the formation of ulcers or the secondary infection. So in treatment, better to excise the swelling. So excise